You could be losing thousands of dollars on your portfolio and you don't even know it. But I have something that could help you not only stop the bleeding, but actually increase your return on investment. And the best part, it only takes 10 minutes or less. Are you looking to make more money on your portfolio without buying another property, without raising rents, or changing a single thing about how you operate? My name is Julie Gates. I've been an investor in Savannah, Georgia since 2004. One of the most consistent money leaks I've found in rental portfolios, mine included, is the insurance. Most landlords are overpaying. They just don't know because no one ever checks. I ignored my own insurance policies for years. First year I did a real audit, I saved over $10,000 on my portfolio. $10,000. I didn't change any of my properties. I didn't even really do any work. I just looked at my bottom line and I changed a couple of the numbers using an insurance audit. This is how you do it. Most landlords end up overpaying for insurance. Why? Because they bought the property, the broker sold them a policy, and then they forgot about it. Okay? Once you set up that auto pay and move on, that policy has been renewing ever since at a higher premium every single year. Have you noticed that? And nobody calls to tell you there's a better rate available. Nobody tells you your deductible structure is costing you more than it should. And nobody tells you if you're carrying redundant coverage that you're paying for twice. Why? Because they make more money and everyone wants to make more money, including us. If you're overpaying by $150 a month on a single property, that's $1,800 a year. Real cash flow, okay? Multiply that across two, three, four, or five properties, you're looking at some serious money sitting on the table every single year. And it's completely fixable once someone actually looks. I'm not an insurance agent. I don't sell policies. I'm an investor and a property manager who has operated in one market for over 20 years, and I've made it my business to understand where money is leaking out of my portfolio. Insurance is one of the most consistent leaks that I have found, and it's one of the easiest to fix. So I built something to fix it. It's called the Landlord Insurance Audit GPT. You upload your declarations page, the 1 or 2 page summary at the front of your policy, and it analyzes your coverage, scores your policy, tells you exactly where you're overpaying or misaligned, and then hands you a curated list of insurance providers in your area so that you can get competing quotes instantly. You upload your declarations page and the tool extracts every coverage limit, every deductible, every line item that matters. It scores your policy from 0 to 100 across 5 categories: liability protection, property coverage, loss of income, deductible structure, and policy type alignment. You get a clear breakdown of where your policy is well structured and where it's costing you more than it should. It checks whether you're overinsured, underinsured, or right-sized. And it makes specific recommendations on what to adjust, not vague suggestions, actionable changes you can now bring to a provider immediately. It covers short-term rentals, mid-term rentals, long-term rentals, and commercial. And if you own multiple properties, it shifts into portfolio mode, analyzes your entire book at once, and flags redundant coverage, inconsistent structures, and deductible inefficiencies across the properties. That's where the big savings usually are. And at the end, you get that curated list of providers in your specific market. No searching, no guessing who to call. The legwork is already done for you. And it's not just your rentals. This GPT will even help you audit own homeowners insurance policy. If you're overpaying there as well, you'll know it. I had ignored my own policies for years, too busy running properties, managing tenants, closing deals. The first year I actually sat down and did a real audit, looked at what I was paying, what I actually needed, what was bloated and misaligned, I saved over $10,000 on my portfolio in a single audit cycle. That went straight to the bottom line. Better cash flow, better ROI, the exact same portfolio. I do this every single year now. And I encourage every investor and homeowner I work with to do the same because the insurance market moves. Your property values change, and what was a reasonable policy 18 months ago may be bleeding money right now, right out of your pocket. You might think, I'll just call my broker and ask them to review it. You can. A good broker will help, but your broker earns commission on what you buy. The incentive to tell you that you're overpaying or that a competitor has a better rate is not exactly built into their business model. Be aware of that. This tool has no incentive except for accuracy. And one more thing, You buy my tool once, no subscription, no renewal, no upsell. You own it. Run it on every property that you have today and run it again next year. It's yours forever. Here's what you get: a full policy analysis, a score breakdown across 5 coverage categories, right sizing recommendations, a prioritized action plan, and a curated list of insurance providers in your area ready to give you competing quotes. I do all the legwork and you make the phone calls. $15 is nothing, but what it unlocks is an easy button for one of the biggest fixed cost savings available to any rental portfolio. Insurance renews every single year, whether you look at it or not. If you're not looking, you're almost certainly overpaying. This tool does the looking for you and hands you everything you need to add on to it immediately. The audit takes about 10 minutes. The tool is $15. You buy it once and you own it forever. The only question is whether you're going to keep paying for coverage you haven't looked at in 10 years or find out what it's actually costing you. I hope you'll enjoy this tool and I hope you'll check it out. It really is fantastic. Please check out the link below and let me know if you have any questions. Savannah, where the dreamers dwell. Get your hustle